You've been hearing a lot about this, no doubt. Now we know at least 26 were killed in Mississippi and Alabama over the weekend when an EF4 tornado touched down. That twister was on the ground for almost an hour. The town of Rolling Fork, Mississippi was hit especially hard. Residents there are continuing to sift through debris, looking for anything they can salvage. One woman, Melinda Washington, was pulled from beneath the rubble by her husband after the tornado destroyed her home.
Before I could jump, the wind had just pushed the whole wall. The windows just busted, glass just was everywhere. And I was blown to the wall, to the floor, and was trapped in between my bed and the wall with debris on top of me.
Wow. Washington, who owns a coffee shop in town, says she's not leaving and her shop will stay open. But quite frankly, she says she does not know how the town will rebuild.
I mean, it's just so devastating. And the fact that they're comparing this to like a Category 5 hurricane is what we read earlier.
It's the wind speed. So basically, you know, there's different ways of looking at damage and assessing the strength the tornado likely had. And they're talking about 140 to 160 mile an hour winds. That's pretty impressive, right? And this was actually a very fast moving tornado in, you know, the scheme of things, which was a little bit interesting, but you can see just how quickly that damage can get done. It's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, sad, very.
Yeah, really.
And, you know, we don't have anything like that in our forecast, but we do have some more wind that's coming. We had a heck of a Saturday here in Northeast Ohio. Those winds were really kicking up. Thankfully, though, things are settled down now. And we say the weather is rather bland and blah. There's a benefit to that, right? We don't have too much drama to talk about, but temperatures are going to stay relatively steady in the upper 30s tonight. That's where we are right now near the lakeshore areas. 39 on the east side at the Cuyahoga County Airport. Dover, at our 4 o'clock weather update, it was 58 in Dover. So your temperatures have come down quite a bit, and they will continue to do so as we go through the rest of the evening. Radar is dry right now. We still have a few flood warnings for local rivers and waterways, Killbuck Creek specifically, but the big thrust of the rain is out of here, thankfully, and now we kind of get into this bland trend here for the next 24 hours. A lot of clouds are going to be around. We may get some breaks in the overcast from time to time, but really we're not expecting any massive swings as far as temperatures or anything goes. Out to the west, there is that huge west coast storm system. This is another one that's coming in. This one will be coming our way by Friday. But before we talk about that one, we have to talk about this. It does not look like there's much of anything going on in central Canada yet. I'm pointing to it. And that's because this is actually high pressure. And this area of high pressure, this cold high, is going to start to move. Anytime you have an air mass change, that sets up a cold front. So we have a cold front that will be developing, getting a little bit more power to it. And once it does so, it will start to get in here. And we're talking about that for Wednesday. So these things take a little bit of time. Watch how this goes. Here's our big area of high pressure. And right on the southern edge of it, we're going to have this little jet of energy that comes in and fires up this cold front. This is a clipper, and this will drop in here as we head through the day on Wednesday. We will likely have rain that then goes to a rain-snow mix. Sorry, everybody. I hate to be the bearer of bad news there. Not anticipating accumulations, but man, this time of the year, it's just a bit of a gut punch. But true to clipper form, it's out of here very quickly. And then Thursday looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for us. But Thursday, we will be watching that west coast storm system. Now the central part of the country is getting impacted by that. Here's the first low, and watch how it starts to really drag a whole lot of humidity up into Northeast Ohio. So we will have rain, rather persistent rain that comes in on Friday. And then late day Friday and into Saturday, a whole nother chunk of energy gets in here, moves into the Great Lakes region, and this one is going to have a lot more power to it. That is the one that will be bringing in the wind. So Friday night into Saturday, rain and wind will once again be a huge problem for us. And on the backside of that, some cooler air is going to be moving in, but at least we get to see things clearing out a little bit. As far as the rainfall, we already have squishy ground all across Northeast Ohio. We're talking about at least an inch of rain by the time we hit the end of the weekend. So there is more to come. If you have time to get the drains cleared and all that good stuff, now is a good time to do it. Here's your National Design hour by hour forecast. Temps in the 40s for tomorrow, mostly cloudy, bland, but hey, bland is good sometimes. And then as far as your Union Home Mortgage forecast goes, there you see, we're going to kind of just settle into the upper 40s and low 50s here for the next couple of days. The Wednesday clipper brings us the rain and then the rain-snow mix. Then it's out of here. Beautiful Thursday, even though it's cool. Then we pop into the 60s on Friday as that West Coast storm system sweeps in here with rain. Gets windy Friday night. Temperatures drop on Saturday, but then we set up a nice trend as we start next week. So maybe we could just kind of clear all this out and give ourselves a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, spring will sprung. I mixed up my tenses
enough.
there.
I see
you
what
knew
you
what
did.
I meant,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Totally did.
100%.
Kids, don't try that at home. Go to school and learn so you don't say things like that. Thanks, Betsy.